Showtime.
We live, baby. We
Yes.
live, baby. We are live, baby. Go ahead, Mr. Who Loves Your Baby.
Oh my goodness. Do you know they gave the keys to the inmate? Yeah. We are running the asylum now, baby. It is your boy, Mr. Who Loves Your Baby, hosting the family barbecue for the first time. So I'd like to introduce all my panelists. We got the CEO, who's normally the co-host, B. Over here, there go my man, my running mate. If I ran for president,
wrong arm.
He'll be the vice president.
You got to go the other way, sir.
There you know it's in reverse. On my screen, it's that way. Mr. Hands, Mike, Jody Skywalker. Down in the bottom corner, Nick the Quick, my man. Under me, Mr. Positivity, Coach A. And then we got the First Lady, Creed, in the house. How are y'all doing this morning?
Doing great.
One more. We got one more. Bring them in.
Hold on.
To the house.
Wait, are y'all matching? You got the same hat on?
No. Same beard, everything.
Well, we don't do that.
Oh my goodness. I thought I was saying double. I thought my creed was broken. It is Nathan Great in the house, man.
What's going on?
Hey, man.
Got the most white peas out of y'all.
Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm going to make a confession. For the first couple of weeks when I was with y'all, I didn't know y'all was twins. I get food everywhere.
We don't look like twins. I guess if you know us, we don't look alike.
You know, but I was like, oh, damn, they twins. I ain't never tell y'all that. I'm like, man, that dude everywhere. I'm like, why is his name Nick this time?
Why is his name Nick this time?
Well, we got a jam-packed show for you guys today.
Yes, sir.
We're going to be, talking a little freedom of speech. We got the news with Coach A. We're going to end it with Creed's Corner. But first up, you know how we do it. We got to get those mental health checks in. Actually, I jumped the gun. We got to do the intro video.
I was going to ride with it. We can get the intro out, but
man, don't let me hijack the show.
All right, man. We'll be back.
We'll be right back.
Tell you.
Anyway, welcome back, people. Now it's time for the mental health check.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, hit the music now.
We got a full house. That's what I'm talking about.
It's good to see everybody on the show. Let's just say that. Every single body. It was good to see everybody on the show. All right, go ahead, Telly.
What is season 1?
Oh no,
Say?
episode 1. Because after episode 2, everybody started vanishing. But it's good to see everybody
All
on
right.
episode 11.
It's time for those mental health checks. We're going to start with the CEO. See, he in the passenger seat. I'm driving. How you feeling today?
Hey man, I'm out of 10.
You out of 10? That's good to hear.
Long as I wake up in the morning and I got another opportunity to put my feet on the ground and get moving and to make the next day better than the last, I am always on a 10.
All right. Mr. Unhinged himself. My man.
You know what? Because Nate and Jimmy showed up. We 10 today.
You 10 today. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Woke up this morning, other side of the bed. So had a great interview last night. Y'all look out for that one.
Can't wait for y'all to see it. Can't wait.
Jimmy, Big B say whatever he did to you, he's sorry.
Jimmy, why you ghosted that man?
He said he's sorry. Just holler at him.
I got you.
Jimmy, why you ghosted that man, dog?
It's all love.
I know it is.
But yeah, it's a great day. We gonna get right.
Coach A.
I'm good, man. I'm a 10.
Oh, you always a
10.
10.
Always a 10. You know what time it is.
Stock market crash, Coach A a 10. Gas prices go up, Coach A a 10.
Got
How about you, Cree?
I'm a 10 as well. I'm a little tired, but I'm happy to see my friend Jimmy today.
Oh,
Stay harassing me.
Cree been hanging.
we're always happy to see Jimmy. That's
You ain't happy to see nobody else, just Jimmy.
Hey,
I'm happy to see everyone, but Jimmy.
No,
didn't
don't say
get
that.
hey, I
Thank
was
you,
just
Krisha.
gonna say the same thing. Like, damn, just the hell with the rest of us, huh?
For real, as long as we see Jimmy, we okay.
Yeah.
I'm always happy to see you too, Krisha.
Jimmy, you're great.
Thank you.
Speaking of great, it's the great one, Nate. How you feeling today?
I'm a po man 10, but I'm good.
A po man's. What's a po man's 10?
It ain't on the higher 10 side. It's on the lower 10 side.
Oh, it's just starting, huh?
Yeah. You got a whole equation going on down there.
Hey, Nate, so you're doing math problems. and stuff.
Parentheses.
Yeah.
There will be no math on this show.
They showed up a 10 minus, not a 10 plus.
Negative 10. Go ahead.
Hey, my man, not your average chef. Oh, now he the executive chef. He done moved up.
Baby. Yeah, man. You know, hey, I'm still wiping the coal out my eye, man. God.
And still got your very white voice on.
But listen, I'm doing great. I'm a 10.
That's good. And for myself, I'm a 10. I was a 10 all week when he asked me to host this show. I've been in the mirror practicing and everything.
You gotta come with it.
Yeah, you better come with it, though. You better come with it.
All right. Let's
You got
get
notes?
into-
Tell you got notes over there?
Now I'm just looking at the outline, making sure.
Hey, Coach,
So I'm so
don't be interrupting that man as he's trying to produce.
Yeah.
The show right now. Just leave
I'm a
that man
producer.
alone.
Quiet on the set, man. All right. Well, you know what time it is. It's the news with Coach A.
Told y'all.
You go. I've been waiting for you to do this for like the longest, Coach A. Go ahead.
Say we was waiting for what?
I've been waiting for you to do this the longest.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. When Brandon was in your on your bit stream, why you ain't say nothing to him? You always say something when I'm in your place.
That's because Nick was talking.
Why is
Oh, okay.
everybody interrupting these people? Why?
Exactly, man. We's family, man. Let me start over. That's right. You already know what time it is. If you standing up, sit your butt down. I got some news for you. So listen, the latest rap group that's coming out is the Kyrie and Kanye. It's called Two Broke Negroes. They might not be broke now, but they might be headed in that. They might be trending in that direction. So our trending news is Kyrie Irving started his suspension Friday. Kyrie missed the first of Brooklyn's Nets games Friday after he was suspended for comments regarding his tweet linking to an anti-Semitic documentary. The Nets suspended Irving Thursday after he initially doubled down on the decision to share the content on his Twitter account. The sports star guard issued an apology hours after on the verified Instagram account in which he said he takes full accountability for his actions. So that news report came from CNN. Kyrie Irving, for those of you who don't know, he retweeted or shared a documentary that has some anti-Semitic themes in it. So he got in trouble. For it. People got on him. He came back, did his own version of his apology, and so obviously it wasn't enough. So they ended up suspending him for at least 5 days. He got to go through some type of counseling, and they're gonna make a decision. Even before he can come back, they got to make a decision that he's deserves to come back. So that's the biggest news that came out during the week. Me personally, I think it's bogus. They trying to get blood or something from you. I mean, the man apologized. So, leave a comment in there. Let me know what you think. The news is brought to you by Impact Music, www.4mpact. If you ain't tuned in, you need to tune in. I keep adding more music, more dope content is awesome. Also brought to you by Rapid Returns Services. If you got a business, if you need bookkeeping, if you need your taxes done, if you need to restructure to an S Corp, holla at your boy Coach A. Now is the time to do it. That's it. It's your news with Coach A.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. One time. I like that. Been a long time, man. We missed that.
Been a long time.
All right. We got to jump right into it. To our main topic. Damn. Is there some type of promo for that? No? All right. I thought it was some little promo. Never mind. Today's topic.
I got your help.
There you go. Thank you. Today's topic is freedom of speech. Do we really have freedom of speech?
Negative.
And how do you feel about freedom of speech?
There's no such thing as freedom of speech.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah,
because one thing, you got the body, a world of people who takes different information differently, different opinions, different thoughts and stuff like that. And the other thing is we got emotions behind these thoughts. And secondly, not everything needs to be said as well too. So we can refrain from saying some things, I just think there's no such thing as freedom of speech. I think people you say something and you got 10 other people who's going to take it a different way.
Okay.
But when you say that's still freedom of speech, you can't help how another person going to feel when you say something.
You're absolutely right.
Right. I think there's a lot of freedom of speech, but how somebody take whatever you're saying is strictly on them. It's not on you. They can either take how it is. They have their own opinion. That's fine. I think.
But does everything needs to be said though?
No, everything don't need to be said. But everybody don't walk around like me and you and know that. You know what I mean? There's some people out here that walk around that feel like everything needs to be said, but we're constant to know in our heads that we ain't got to mention everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't got to be mentioned. Now, when things are getting mentioned and somebody asks for an opinion, then we give our opinion. That's freedom of speech. Speaking on a certain situation, that's freedom of speech. I think there is some sense of freedom of speech, but this world's gotten to a point where it's all not got to a point. It's always been sensitive. This world is very sensitive, and you can say one or two things and somebody gets sensitive, and now we're questioning, do we have freedom of speech? So that's my take on it.
I don't think I agree with you. I agree. Yeah. There's no freedom of speech. It's been taken away. So,
but did we ever have
initially you can say whatever you want. Yeah, people. At certain points in time in history, we was able to be critical of things or laugh about things or joke about things and say different stuff. And there was no negative repercussions. You didn't have to worry about your job. You didn't have to worry about, what I'm saying, people protesting and doing all those type of things. Now we're at a point where you can't do that now. You can't do that. If you tell a joke about something, then you run the risk of people protesting and you becoming canceled. It's actually affecting people's lives, because if enough people gather around, then either your job or your way of living or whatever it is can be affected. And so I used to think that it was sensitive, like we become real sensitive, but it's my views. It's not. We become prideful. We are so prideful that we believe that you have to believe what we believe, or you have to feel like we feel, because it's important. We put ourselves above everybody else. And I think that that's what we're dealing with, is that the world has become so addicted to pride, to their race, to whatever it is, to their gender. And so they put it above everything else. It's almost like an idol. And so if somebody disagree or say something that seems different than what they believe, they come after you. And so that's my view of it. I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy.
Good take. I like that. Jody, what you thinking?
I think there is freedom of speech. It's just there's consequences to everything you say. And I think that's the problem. It's like, you got to go to these countries where we can sit here and put F Joe Biden and F Donald Trump on the back of our cars and can't nobody do a damn thing to us. But you go to another country and you whisper something bad about the president, and you run the risk of getting your whole family clapped. So there's a lot of places that wish they can speak about a lot of things, but they can't. Where we here, we have the freedom to say what we want. Now, as a person and a public figure, you know what I'm saying, your consequences are a lot higher than us, people who are regular people. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like the freedom to say whatever we want to say, I mean, I'm pretty sure if enough people watched our podcast, we would probably be canceled 3-4 times over. That's all.
Y'all say that like that's a goal. Y'all say that like Jimmy over here cheering for
listen,
it.
Well, when you
say that
if you get canceled,
goal,
that means you're doing something right.
Yeah, that's right.
Somebody put a comment up.
We push the
Jody
says, I'm trying to get enough people watching to say something to get canceled. Talk bad about me on World Star, please and thank you. But that's wild. Hey, if we make it to World Star, baby, we doing something. You know what I'm saying? We
World
doing
Star
something.
still exists?
What?
Yeah, World
It still
Star
exists?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know.
Listen, we're trying to get on World Star, the Shade Room, the Neighborhood Talk. We're trying to get on all that. Put our podcast.
Hey,
on.
you can do that by yourself. Don't keep we in your mouth.
We is too. Hey Nate, we is too many people.
Hey, what you used to say? You're not above the one or something like that.
Not one man is above the team.
No one man is bigger than the group.
Yeah, you take that we out of there and branch off by yourself.
Listen, the moment we get put on World Star to get canceled, that's when people start hitting what they talking about. The subscribe button.
And he keeps saying we and they. No, but I'm with you. I don't, like he said, when you go to other countries, you can't whisper anything. But as far as America, I mean, I think social media has a big thing to do with it, because you could say something back in the days, it ain't spreading like wildfire. But as soon as you get in front of a camera and say something, you like Mike said, you gotta especially depending on the position that you in, you can't just say certain stuff. And that's why I say free ain't free. Because if you can't just say certain stuff and people just be like, hey, that's his opinion, then what are we talking about? We sit here, Kanye used to be a billionaire. It seemed like he got that taken away in a day.
No, he did get
Kyrie, he played a couple games after he said whatever he said, and then they backtracked and sat him down for 5 games. So it's not free, especially if you can't voice your opinion without all the criticism. Now, if the criticism comes and don't nothing happen, I think, everybody got difference of opinions. But it just seemed like if you bother the wrong group of people, it's over for you.
Well, I guess freedom of speech is free depending on what you're doing with it. Because nowadays, if you're a rapper, you ain't got no kind of freedom of speech. But if it's people like us who just up here talking, we can kind of say what we want, and it really gonna end there. But people have figured that's where it seems like the line gets blurry, and now that they can't really say what they want because they're bigger than the group. You know what I mean? Kanye and Kyrie Irving, they said what they wanted and they said what they believe in, like Coach A said, because a lot of pride people don't like what they said. Now we gotta start pulling away, and they still got their freedom of speech, but now it comes at a cost.
There's a consequence to everything. No matter what, whether the consequence is good or bad, it's a consequence to every decision that you make.
But that goes with that saying: too much is given, much is required. So we always got to keep that in mind. Once you, like you guys mentioned, put on that pedestal where you reach a certain level, got to move different.
Jimbo,
man, shouts out to Kanye. Everything he said is coming forth. Coach A said some good things. Mike said everybody said some good things. Listen, it's a lot to say about this situation.
That's why we're here. Let's talk about it. Don't be PC. Just go ahead.
What Nate said, I really like what Nate said. Like, we can sit up here and say everything that these brothers have said, but because we don't have 1 million followers or, whatever the case may be, we aren't getting cut a check from Jewish media.
That's true.
Just like Kanye say. So they not here to hold us accountable. Oh boy, I wish we were.
Hey, don't wish for that.
Because I personally would make somebody upset. Jewish media.
It's been nice knowing y'all, man.
I'll make sure I don't make that real.
Yeah, I to keep getting checks.
Yes, sir. Hey, family talk. Oh boy, we'll be in trouble, boy. Just me and Mike alone. Now let me say me and Jody alone.
I don't talk about them people. I talk about everybody else but them.
So you pulling up? Okay, never mind. I thought you was built different, bro. I thought you stand on the Kyrie now.
Jimmy,
he pulling the Kyrie. Well, I know. I ain't gonna call nobody else's name up here, but I know there's other people up here who gonna stand for the truth no matter what. But listen, good for Kyrie, good for Kanye, and good for everybody else that's gonna follow behind him, that's gonna stand on truth, no matter what it is that comes forth, no matter what the consequences are. Good for the people that ain't getting no checks from nobody, that's keeping their mouths shut. We need people to stand up for what's right. Period.
So just so you know, Jimmy, I don't think Kyrie, he wasn't standing for truth. He was just doing something. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of stuff that was in that documentary that wasn't true. So it ain't like he was standing for truth.
Well, I haven't watched the documentary, so I can't say.
I got a question.
I can't say.
Sure.
I got a question for Jimmy. So, I've been kind of keeping my tongue quiet because, as you know, I'm very well known. I don't care for Kanye West for the longest time. I don't care. Don't care. Fall off the face of the earth, please and thank you. I'm wondering, certain people are on social media hailing Kanye to be some type of second coming of Christ or some savior or something.
Who's doing that?
Oh, a lot of y'all. Everything he says.
Who's doing that?
There you go. There you go.
Want the post because I had never seen that.
Yeah, I never seen that. That's why I'm asking. Who's doing that?
This is just Jody being dramatic. Let him. Let him finish.
Something y'all know about what he's doing.
You already know he's being dramatic.
No, I've seen a lot of people that's been hailing this man to the highest. Talk about he's
so,
a genius.
What you mean by hailing? Like, give us an example.
Everything he does, everything Kanye does, he's some type of genius and he's right 24/7. Here's my thing, right? What is Kanye saying that other people haven't been saying for years. Because everything I've heard him say, I've heard other people say it. It's like what Kanye West said about those people, right? It's like, I've heard that before. He's not saying anything different. He's just saying it. And it's just like, why is it so, oh my God, it's such truth when Kanye says it. But it's like, when somebody else says it, it's like mumbled and muted. It's like, bro, other people have been saying this is something that we've known for years, that the Jewish people run everything. And it's just like, so why are y'all acting, well, not y'all, why are people, right, the Kanye West advocates, why are they acting so surprised when you know the Jews run everything? When Kanye
first off,
said everything.
Kanye, everything he says is not right. He said some crazy stuff on the interview too.
But why are we acting surprised when the Jews who run everything, he started getting canceled by all these companies?
But listen, he's not getting canceled because he said that the Jews run, the media and everything. He's not getting canceled because
I know what he's getting canceled for. But why are we surprised? Why are we surprised? It's like this. Here's my thing, right? We know the Jews run everything, right? It's like, would you go to your job and start bad mouthing? Would you go to your job and start bad mouthing the CEO of the company? No, because you're gonna get fired. So it's like,
I've done that before, and I didn't get fired.
We were bold, but most of us, right, don't go bad mouthing the CEO of the company, right?
And I tell them to their face how I felt about them. We had a grown up conversation, but I did my job. So
you get where I'm going at. It's like, why are we so surprised this is happening to Kanye? Like, why? What's the surprise?
Well, we know why this is happening.
Because I don't think we're surprised. We knew that they were going to do that to him.
Well, you know what? It's not y'all. It's certain people that are like, oh, I can't believe they did this to Kanye. And I'm like, why? This man really got up on an interview and was like, even if I said something anti-Semitic, Adidas wouldn't drop me. And Adidas, in less than 24 hours, was like, dropped. And it was like, why are we surprised by that? Why are we? And then they're like, oh, Kanye West did this on purpose because he's a genius. I'm like, so losing $250 million is a power move? Okay. That makes plenty of sense.
Well, I mean, when you talk to Kanye, he tell you he never seen that money before, so it wasn't like he ever had it.
It ain't like he losing anything.
Yeah, he ain't lose anything because they ain't give it to him.
Yeah, I come from a part where Kanye not finna let people tell him how to think and how to move. That's how I look at it. Mm-hmm. Everybody has their opinions and say what they want to say, and Kanye's doing that. The only difference is, like Nate mentioned and Jimmy mentioned, we're at a lower tier because we don't have the followers, we don't have the $1 million in the bank. Everybody's watching Kanye. Just like let's flip it. What if everybody was watching Family Talk, and then now Mike, everybody on your back about what everything you say? It's just we're in different states in life.
Or Jimmy got everybody talking up back to their supervisors now.
I'm not advocating you to talk back to your supervisors. It might not be good.
Don't come into the office like Stone Cold. You don't want nobody getting fired.
Yeah, I don't want you getting fired. Like, oh, Jimmy told me to do it. No, don't. I'm a different part of the situation. And I have a conversation with them. I don't talk back to them.
But Kanye is listening to somebody. I know we like to think that we're all free thinkers and, we're coming up with all this stuff on our own, but he's getting it from something. He's getting it from somewhere. He's following somebody or reading something or, and it's his interpretation of something. So.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. You get your
they got handlers. They got handlers. Somebody thought it was okay for him to say, or yes, people, But to touch on what Mike said, it's not a surprise. What's different from today than then? Yes, this been said even since I was younger. In high school, Jewish folks, they got their fingers in a lot of things. It was the rise of social media. His message reached a lot of people quicker, like boom. So that's why people like, oh man, you got a lot of people shocked, a lot of people like supportive. That's pretty much it with social media. Your message get hit quicker. Now, as far as people not caring what we say, I like to say that's untrue. I mean, we can say some things, but if one of us was on this podcast and said, man, we about to at 20 at 0800, we gonna go smoke Joe Biden. I promise you. Somebody heard that, and
we're not saying that nobody cares what we say. I'm saying that nobody's gonna take it serious because we don't have millions of dollars and millions of followers.
I mean, that's true, but it's this whole freedom of speech thing, like Sam said early in our comment, which is one comment that I keep hearing. You have freedom of speech, but you're not free from the consequences. Then we truly don't have freedom of speech if there's consequences. Because
let me give you some kickback real quick, because it's like we have the right to choose what we want to do, but we also know every decision that we make there's a consequence.
Right.
Oh well, I was going to hit you with one example. Okay, we have the freedom of religion. We can choose whatever we want to worship. There's no consequence for that. There's no negative blowback for that. So we truly have the freedom of religion.
There's blowback because
there is blowback.
Yeah,
there is.
Sit here
and
tell you ain't choosing the right religion, blase blase.
No,
so let me give you
that's the core problem of all of this. It's always can be traced back to somebody's religion, somebody's belief.
I'm just saying, you don't hear people getting canceled because, you want to be a Muslim or you want to be a Episcopalian or you want to be a Baptist. There's no negative blowback from that. But that freedom of speech, when you say something, and it's like what you believe in, or it's just something that goes against the grain. Now you got all these people coming from you. And it started, I'll go back to an instance where it was the war. I'm trying to think of which one. The one
Vietnam.
No, not that one. That's too far back. I wasn't even born. I'm talking about.
Were you going to the war you was in?
No, I wasn't in no war now. Uncle Pearl, I would leave before I go to war. But the one, I think it's the one with W. Bush.
The Iraq, Iran,
the Gulf War.
Gulf War, yes.
Yeah, and the Dixie Chicks had a problem with that. They spoke out against it. And as soon as they did, you had everybody come at their head. And it was like, man, we got freedom of speech. They didn't agree with it. But everybody came at their head. And this is before social media. So imagine if they would have said that in today's age, they would have been canceled. But they tried to start canceling back then, but in a way, not like today. But yeah, they came at their head. And I'm like, that is so wrong, because it was a lot of people who spoke out against that Gulf War. And a lot of people said if you spoke out against it, that you was unpatriotic and all this stuff, blah, blah, Skippy. And it's like, dude, when y'all mentioned the Vietnam War, they protested a lot. They came, when the soldiers came back, they, protested the soldiers, picketed, boycotted, all that. They was upset about that war, but nobody got canceled. Nobody got into any trouble. You know what I'm saying? So with freedom of speech, I guess you have to be, I don't know how to put this, but, careful. It seems freedom of speech is a privilege and not a right, if you understand where I'm coming from. Because you can say certain things, like if the master's saying, vanilla ice cream suck, and you say, yeah, it does, you cool. But as soon as you can say, nah, vanilla ice cream is good, blah, blah, blah. Oh, man. Then you got people at your neck, like this, that, and the other.
What you got against chocolate?
Right. Cancel. Think about this. Think about
it. Exactly.
Kanye said a lot of shit that a lot of people that made me look like when he was talking about slavery was a choice. And when he wearing a White Lives Matter shirt, nobody said shit to him.
There you go.
Nobody bothered him. Nobody did anything.
Whoa. First of all,
there you go.
First of all, the problem is this. Is the people he offended was the pro-black community. The problem is the pro-black community doesn't have a big enough voice to really be heard and affect what
Wait a minute, you are so wrong. The pro-black community,
bro. Nobody really pro-black likes Kanye. I stopped messing with Kanye after that. Slavery was the choice. I was done. I don't care
what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the pro-black community because we could have canceled Kanye. Trust me.
So y'all doing the very same thing that y'all talking against. Kanye has a different belief. You don't agree, so you stop messing with it. You cancel it.
Who is y'all? There you go with the y'all thing.
I'm doing it, and I don't have a problem with other people doing it.
So all you got to do is get 1 million people, and that's what they're doing. They're just canceling somebody that disagrees. You remember back in the day when it was somebody said something that was dumb, we just kind of ignored it, like he a fool, and you just keep it moving. But now you
ignored it or you roasted them, and you
exactly,
and you kept it moving. But what I'm saying is, why is it that? And it's not just Kanye now. It's not just Kanye. But Candace Owens. We know how much you love Candace Owens. But when Candace
that's Mike's girlfriend.
That's a real baby mama, Mike.
Yeah, that's baby mama.
When Candace Owens say something, you know that's
light enough.
That is I say controversial toward black folks. Nobody said anything. Nobody tried to cancel her or nothing.
Why nobody tell you? People hate Candace Owens.
It doesn't matter.
Hold on. Just because
people hate Candace Owens and people love Candace Owens, Mike.
Bro, single time. Okay, all I'm saying is I be on them social media sites. Every single time Candace Owens says a word, Candace Owens can be like, the sky is blue. Literally, it's like World Star, Shade Room, all those places. There's so many people in those comments is like, I hate her so much.
But that's her freedom of speech.
But I think what he's trying to say is that he's not being canceled by companies, or she's not being canceled by companies. Is that what you're trying to say?
The companies that she represents likes that talk. They like.
But that's what we're saying, though.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Why is it when it's spoken a negative condemnation against black folks or whatever, nobody try to cancel these people?
I bet
she works for people that has her same. No, it's not just white people. She works with people that has her same belief.
Thank you. Everybody,
and just like all these other cats that talking bad about Kanye, work for people that has their same belief.
I bet you'll never see. I bet people. Your grandma got a picture of Obama on the plate. I bet you'll never see a picture of Candace Owens on a black person plate. I bet you'll never see a picture.
I'm about to go get a plate with her picture on it now, just to prove you wrong.
I'm a steal.
I'm
just saying, it's just funny. It's real funny. You know, nobody's. Kyrie.
They make
Kyrie getting canceled. He getting, in trouble. But nobody seemed to wanted to do anything to Kyrie when he was running around here talking about the damn earth was flat. I was through with his crazy ass then. Like, well, I know he don't.
But that's not really offensive. That's a matter of perspective.
No, I'm just saying. I didn't say I was through.
Hey, now it's a matter of perspective. Now
it's starting to change.
I like Kyrie.
See that Jimbo is starting to change. It's his freedom of speech.
No, I didn't say I was cancel him. I was just like, I'm not listening to this cat. There's something wrong
humanity.
With he cuckoo because we already proved that the earth wasn't flat. But but he going around, I'm like, he really can't believe that. That dude got to be messing with us because he can't be, the earth is flat. I'm like, but it was a lot of people running around saying the earth was flat. And I'm like, didn't Columbus prove this in 1492? I'm like, what's going on with y'all? Are y'all bored? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's nobody really bothered him. But as soon as he posted a documentary link you know, about what they feel was anti-Semitic against Jewish folks. Now he got to go. Kanye said something about Jewish folks. They unraveled that man's life within 2 hours.
Good Can I ask a question though?
Good for them.
Can I ask a question? What does everybody think about the Shaq and Charles Barkley take on all these issues?
I did not hear
about Kyrie.
I didn't hear Shaq.
Well,
I heard Charles.
Well, I put it in our group chat.
You talking about when he was saying, "Why are we talking about this idiot?"
Well, they said a whole lot more than just that.
Indeed.
I put the whole interview on there. I put that whole segment in our group chat. He
of
said
us
more
who
than
haven't-
just he's an idiot.
Those of us who haven't said it, what was the contents on what they were saying?
What's the cliff notes, Mr. Strong?
Well, Barkley said he should be suspended before he got suspended.
I don't understand why we suspended him though. That's what's so confusing.
Because they hate my brother. They hate he got my King James. That's all that is. They just hate him.
I also seen an interview where he wanted to talk about basketball. Like he posted that he said he did what he did, and now he just want to talk about basketball on the basketball platform, and all they want to do is talk about what he posted.
What you talking about? That's what Shaq said, or Kyrie?
No, that's what Kyrie said.
He was unapologetic at first. That's the problem that they had. But I'm like, if you was gonna suspend him, the proper time to suspend him was when he first.
Once he did it.
Yeah, once he did it right then and there, boom, now you suspended. But to sit here and what you say, he played a couple of games after that, and then you're gonna suspend him. Now that's just BS right there.
But my problem with that whole that segment is you got Shaq and Charles, downing his brother, but it's nothing wrong when they got people on Shaq in the food. You know what I'm saying? When they down in any other player for doing whatever it is that they do. Yeah, exactly. That's different though. Like,
hey, Shaq in the food funny though. Shout out to Shaq.
No, it's funny. It's funny, but they're just doing what us humans do. We pick and choose. That's what we do.
I like what I forget the other dude name. Kenny. Kenny was saying he got to take it for face value because after, Kyrie, he sat there and he said, just because I posted this video doesn't mean I'm for it or against it.
Yeah,
and that's why I like when Kenny posted that out, because you got people sitting here just thinking what he meant by that. And we know some people who do that just because my man Mike
or attention.
Might do it because he, what I'm saying? He said it on his interview because people already got this perception of him. So he just give them what they want. He'll post something. That doesn't mean Mike is for or against it, but he let the people, go get it and run. And when Kyrie said it doesn't mean he's for it or against it, everybody just meant that he was for it.
Everybody.
Kyrie, he said specifically that he thought it was wrong and against anybody that's marginalizing other people or talking against other people.
He said that after he's being disciplined, though.
No, he didn't say. He said that before the suspension. In that interview, he didn't say anything. His problem is he didn't say nothing specific about the documentary. He generalized it saying, yo, I'm against these things. I'm against these stuff. But he didn't say anything specific about the documentary. And so since he didn't say anything specific about the documentary, they wanted to hear a certain apology. They wanted to hear certain words come out of his mouth. Yeah. That's what they wanted, because his whole interview, it ain't that he doubled down saying, yeah, he just saying, hey, I didn't write the thing. I just, click the link. I'm thinking to myself, like, how can, if somebody else put it out there, we would never know. That's a way that we can find out that, hey, that this guy is bad or this video is bad. If we don't know.
What's so funny about this stuff is like just what Jimmy just said. Like if somebody put out a documentary about slavery, do they actually need to say I don't condone what's going on in this video before somebody be like, oh, that's terrible stuff that you just posted?
That's why I said I don't understand why they getting on Kyrie about these suspensions.
Exactly.
I understand it.
I
mean, and I heard
but they'll support the music though. They'll support the music that misogynises
say something
talk negative. Oh, it'll be all that'll be all throughout the NBA.
I watched this thing on a clip on the Breakfast Club, and it was I'm thinking he was a Jewish man, and he was Charlamagne. The guy asked him, the dude said he don't like the music that they put out, and then Charlamagne was just like, so why do you put it out? And he was just like, well, I gotta pay my bills, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. But like Coach Jay said, it's all good when you putting out this terrible music because it's bringing you the revenue and the income, but that doesn't mean that's what you stand for.
But you know, that's the dude Leor that Damon Dash used to always talk about. How he used to say he was a culture vulture and say that he was preying on black people and our community and all that. That's the same dude that Dame used to always go at. Yep.
It is like that, man, because it's like like me personally, when I see memes on Facebook and I like them, I repost them, I share them, but I don't necessarily believe, in what they saying. Some of them saying. I just liked it. I just thought it was funny, or I thought it was clever or something. Because a lot of people be like, "Oh, that's how you feel?" No, I just like the meme.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just like it. I don't feel that way. I mean, it'd be something about a single mom or something. Oh, you like, no, man, I don't feel that way. I thought it was funny. Like, I was raised by a single mother, dummy. I'm like, just thought it was funny, but this whole thing though, man, like I said, as soon as they said something about Jewish people, was perceived to say something about Jewish, they got their shit unraveled in minutes. like, man, like, they tore Kanye down like dag, like
and it just goes to prove everything he said was true.
I was happy to see it.
But it goes to prove that everything he said was true.
Yeah, I should be happy to see it.
Keep speaking some more truth.
But you shouldn't be happy to see it because it just shows that the freedom that we think we have, we don't have. I'm telling you,
freedom is an illusion.
Yeah, you think you say you looking up saying, "Oh yeah, I'm glad that happened," but you don't realize that when you get in a position, they're gonna take yours.
They're gonna take.
I ain't gonna say nothing about them people.
Yep.
Believe them people alone.
They don't have to be them people. It can be.
It don't have to be. Yeah, it could be a different group of people.
That's the whole point.
You don't have to say
once
it could be the Rainbow Mafia.
It happens,
right?
They better not.
Don't even say nothing.
No, Mike.
I bet
the Rainbow Mafia not gonna take nothing away from you. You with them. So
that's where it all started.
I'm with like 80%.
Don't talk about those.
Leave it alone, Jimmy.
You better walk away. That's a game.
That's a game for real.
Boy, you say one bad thing about them. Your ass.
That's where it started. That's where it started, and people are starting to see. They're getting drunk off this pride, and they're starting to see, okay, that group is moving like that. Then we got our group, and we can make changes based on what we feel.
They starting to flex.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they got a big flex though.
They got
They got
and it's a small amount of them too, and they got weight.
Yeah, which makes you wonder how the hell did they leapfrog us? You gotta think about that.
Who are we talking about?
Yeah, what are we talking
about? We're talking about the Rainbow Mafia.
Yeah, they scared to say
the bullies, the real bullies.
Why you say it's a small amount of it? Ain't no small amount of it.
Yeah, it's only 13%.
Yeah,
it's only 13%.
13%.
Oh, y'all know about.
That's what y'all know about.
Hey man, I ain't trying to go find them.
No, that's what I'm saying. You know,
I ain't taking no census. I'm just talking about statistically speaking. It's recorded as 13%. And that's worldwide.
Ain't always true.
That's the
You
one.
can look at it from different
When you
angles.
talk about the undercovers or the Transformers.
But I'm just saying, you gotta leave certain people alone, I guess. It's cool you talk about black people.
Leave everybody alone.
Don't nobody get in the uproar when somebody say something about us. Ain't nobody canceling nobody for us, but them other two groups.
Because the moment I started talking about Kansas Owens, all of a sudden, well, she has freedom of speech.
Do you have freedom of speech?
Yeah, she got freedom of speech, and
do you have freedom of speech, sir?
Yeah, Kansas Owens. If I see you in the streets, I'm punching you in the face.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
No.
You're not going to do that.
That's
You're gonna ask for an autograph.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna pull a Nori. Those of us at the Family Talk, Family Tree Productions have no responsibilities on personal views.
Right. Let's talk about freedom of speech. When we talk about freedom of speech, some people, like Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels, may he rest his shit.
Rest in
Oh my God.
That's a real Nick. That's a real Nick.
Oh boy.
What happened?
I can't take the whole stop, man. Don't do that.
I'm just saying.
Wait, did you say what I think you said?
Yeah, you heard what you said.
He being mad disrespectful. Don't do that.
No, man.
I thought you was a fan, Kelly.
I am a fan. I'm just, that was from Soul Men. You don't remember when Bernie Mac said, may he rest his shit?
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were saying rest in.
Oh, I love Kevin Samuel. Now, but Kevin did his show, and Kevin let it fly. And Kevin told you straight up how it was.
According to him.
Well, that's pretty much what we do up here. We said how we perceive
according
it,
to us, and
and how we feel about it. But he used to get a lot of negative blowback, but it was from women though. I don't really know too many dudes who had anything negative, to say about them, but it was mostly women.
It was them that had something to say about Kevin Samuels and the stuff he said. So, little bitties.
That's because guys don't pay we don't pay that much attention like that. We don't care.
But we agree with.
That's because in fact, his when he first started off, he was for the guys.
He still was for the guys.
He was giving information. He was for the guys, and then what ended up happening is he ended up switching and getting more, I guess, more publicity or more following by directing a lot of his stuff towards women, towards helping women or talking to women, and that's where he grew up at.
That was Steve Harvey.
No, that was Kevin. You got to look at his whole story.
That was Kevin. Kevin Samuels did start off by giving advice to men.
Exactly. You got to look at his whole story.
Women started calling up there, and then that's when he got on women. And he always got a lot of pushback on everything he said. And my only thing was, at the end of the day, he didn't bring no women up on that show. They called into his show, and they get roasted like they did.
And he would tell them. Yeah. He said, "You came on my show.
You came on my show." You know what I'm saying?
He asked him the tough questions. He didn't sugarcoat the question. He didn't tiptoe around. I remember one chick, called up there, and she was saying something about her being a dime and all this. And he filled up, what makes you a dime? What makes you a high value woman? And she was like, because and he was like, do you have any kids? She like, yeah, I got 2 kids. Do they got the same fathers? No, they got 2 different fathers. He said, you ain't no high value woman. Why the hell would anybody want you?
He also said that about men. Like you had to be making a certain amount of money to be considered a high value man.
And which is true.
I mean,
it's not true at all.
That's not true at all. Don't you spread them, boy.
Exactly.
In the eyes.
Jesus,
Mike, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Mike.
I ain't hear you, Jody.
No, Coach A with his, you should date a woman without a job. Like what? You remember you said that? I ain't never gonna let you lay that down.
It wasn't.
No, but a job doesn't make you though.
Yeah, I said a job doesn't make the individual. If you open, you date.
If I'm dating, you need to have a job.
And that's your preference.
That's your preference. You just gonna lower your window. That's all.
No, I'm lowering my window by dating one at a time.
Mike, let me ask you a question. I'm over here making $200,000. No, $1,000 a year, and I'm treating everybody bad. Does that make me a high value man?
Nope.
No, you a bad person, Nick. Do better.
But you just sat here and agree with Kevin Samuels that if you make more money, that you a high value man.
You gotta be a good person at heart too. You a Christian.
That's what we telling you. You can make $20,000 a year rather than $200,000 and still be a high value man.
Hey, what if you making over 200? And like you said, if you making over 200 and you devaluing and being disrespectful to women, are you a high value man?
Being disrespectful to women, I'm always respectful.
Kevin, he was disrespectful to a lot of people, so he might not have been high value himself.
They were disrespectful to him first. You came on his show.
Some comments that he said, I really don't think was disrespectful.
Was it disrespect?
No, not. Of course not.
Straightforward.
Yeah, he was just blunt. That's all.
He wasn't completely disrespectful.
So he was
all
blunt,
the time,
like Jimmy. Like Jimmy's blunt.
No, he was a little bit more rougher than Jimmy.
Yeah, he was rougher than me.
The only thing Jimmy do that Kevin Samuels do is he cuss. But Jimmy do be cussing you out because Jimmy said, I ain't picking up with that freaking crap. But he just cussed right there. He just cussed the Jimmy way.
I'm just saying.
Cussing it just to be his own way.
Jimmy don't make me want to punch him in the face. You know, like.
Thank you, Charlie.
If somebody talk to me like Kevin be talking, I might want to fight him. Like, hold on, man. Who are you talking to? It's like, it's just the delivery is everything.
Look at Nick.
I'm going to wrap it up.
Too much Kevin Samuel right now. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Hey, we were still talking about Kyrie and Kanye, we'd be straight. But as soon as
Kevin, I was gonna tell y'all to wrap it up 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Man, we almost done. I can't believe how time flew.
We still got a whole nother little thing.
What's the thing?
You don't have the same schedule. He didn't pass out his schedule, man.
We got promos. You know, the family tree.
Oh no, we got the question. We got the fun question of the day.
Where's the fun question of the day?
Hold on.
It wasn't in the outline.
Hold on.
We bring it
over. Y'all looking at the same outline I'm looking at?
No.
Yeah.
No,
not.
Hey, so hold on. For one, we can't be airing this out while we on live, y'all. So let's keep it
real. We're keeping it real. What are you talking about?
We got the people. We are not perfect.
We keep it real, but let's not keep it real and show everybody we're messing up right now. Let's not do that.
Hey, we human. We human. It happens.
Exactly.
It happens.
Hey, we at the barbecue.
I thought I was gonna get to talk about my mama. I thought I was gonna get to talk about my mama. What happened with that?
Go ahead, coach. The floor is yours.
Kid, I'm just
No, Sam, that is not it.
Look at this right here. That's because I ain't made the outline. Everybody confused. Really?
Yeah,
no, Sam, that is not it.
That is not it.
Sorry, sister.
Sorry, sister.
I think we got some time. Let's delve. Let's go a little bit deeper. Huh?
What you doing? Tell us what you're doing.
No, what we're gonna do is we talked about Kevin Samuels. Did we talk about Charles Walsh? Did we get to him? I don't know.
Charleston White.
I got Charleston White. We talked about Kanye, Charles Walsh, but let's talk about our very own
Michael Jody Stokes.
Yeah, Michael Jody Stokes,
who is not controversial at all.
He is very controversial.
No, he's not.
Mike paint this picture that he's controversial.
Yes.
I have my sides to what I want to stick to, and I have my things on just like it's a no for me. I got a very clear line. I'm just not afraid to talk about certain people.
So is that really controversial?
No. You're afraid. You just said you're afraid to talk about certain
Oh,
people.
I ain't talking about them people. Leave them people
Oh, okay. So you're afraid. So
to
some of us, controversial may mean you're talking about the big issues and about those people.
The stuff people shy away from.
Yes.
Oh, well, he talk about feminists. He talk about them.
It's easy to talk about feminists right now.
Yeah, but they'll pick at you to death.
They would. They would.
They will try to cancel you.
I'm starting to realize
it.
Our fans are noticing it. They're noticing it. Let's get it together. Let's get it together.
First of all, I don't understand, right? How I don't talk. What is it that what is controversial? How about that? You say controversial because I feel like I talk about everybody, right? I just never really had a beef with the Jews. They never did anything if I feel like I needed to talk about it. So what is controversial? What are the things that we should be talking about?
Have you talked about the Jews before?
No, I ain't never.
So you don't talk about everybody.
Okay, so what else is controversial?
And don't start. Don't make today the day.
I'm a bigot. And now I'm a bigot.
Oh,
who said that? Oh, well, I ain't saying all that about you. But
stop calling people names.
Right.
It just got real.
Hey, I love you, brother. Mike, I love you. When I see you, I'm gonna give you a hug.
Hey, you're not gonna punch me in the rib like you do somebody else.
Here we go.
Say it, Nate. Say it, Nate. Say it, Nate.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Matter of fact,
I don't think it's any controversial. I just think that Jody, it's no subject he won't touch.
It's his freedom of speech.
There's some subjects I don't think Jody would touch.
I think I have not met.
He just told us some subjects he won't touch.
But you know what? Though? It's not like I didn't want to touch it. I just never have the mindset to talk about it. It's never really popped up to anything that I really want to talk about. But
I
talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? At the risk of getting an inbox or two, I talk about anything. I argue with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Especially Coach A with some of his comments. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
hey, we know you're gonna come at Coach A.
Y'all you much this season. I'm gonna just say I've known.
He ain't been here much this season.
The lack of availability.
I've been busy.
Yeah, the lack of availability has kept me from arguing with Coach A about his polo shirt that he got on today.
Leave the bumblebee alone.
Hey, didn't you get little man a matching polo?
No.
No.
You need to.
So are we gonna talk about Charleston White?
Who is he?
Who is that?
Who is he?
Mr. Police Officer. Oh, he the one, Mr. Police Officer. Oh, they got the gun with their little thug friends, Mr. Police.
He's like a social media person who is like he's involved in hip hop, but he's a snitch though. Like he's always.
Oh, I know who you talk about. That dude is so funny.
Wait a minute. What makes him a snitch?
Yeah, I was about to say, is he really a snitch if he's telling you?
He flat out was like, if somebody threatened me, I'm gonna call the cops. And it's just like, bro, you're a black Karen. Like how you talk about? Okay, so
how is that being black Karen? Somebody threatened
you. That's not a snitch.
Yeah. Hold on. Hit me up. How you come for somebody, right? Like out the blue, you comment on somebody's kid, and then when that person's parent come to you and be like, "Hey, bro, keep my kid name out your mouth," his response is, "Oh, if you threaten me, I'm calling the cops." And I'm like, "So wait a minute, you just came for this person's kid. They defended their kid. Now you want to call the cops because they said, 'Hey, bro, keep my kid name out your mouth.'" Like that's the type of stuff.
That's only half of the story, Stoke.
Yeah,
of course.
The story is
that. But he provokes people and then turn around and be like he'll throw a rock and want to hide his hands. Like he provokes people.
He is not doing that.
Come on, man.
He is not doing that.
I don't know who these people are.
He is not doing that. Stop. He's giving his opinion. He's giving his opinion on certain things, depending on how much you know. I mean, I don't know what he know, but he like for instance, he'll talk about certain rappers that's been, sending negative messages or doing like that in the community. He'll tell you his opinion about them. That person was bad, or that person, poisoning, the community, or that poison wasn't good, or that, you know what I'm saying? He'll give his opinion like that, and he's outspoken, he's funny, outspoken, and so he gets a lot of attention by the way he talked, and so therefore when you get a lot of attention, you're going to get the other people that talk about it. You're going to get backlash from it. So I mean, that's just from the clips that I've seen.
But he's also a person that, I mean, he tells you, like, he put a face on for social media
Because he get paid from it. Yep.
Yeah, he say what he do on social media, that's not who he is in his real life. And so when you sit here and call him a snitch and all this other stuff, that's what he wants you to think.
Well, he
You
got
see what I'm saying? Because people put faces on depending on what they doing.
You want to know
And
what he's
he
doing?
told you he one of those guys.
In our community, we like to talk about snitches.
Yeah.
You on your snitch
He's
if you're in the game.
everybody's top list to talk about. But
Hey,
Charleston White is, I don't know where he popped up from, but in the thing that you talking about, Jody, with his son, he had an altercation with T.I.'s son and Boosie's son, where what I seen was T.I.'s son threatened his life.
Right.
And they had a gun. And when the police arrived on the scene, he pointed out everybody who held that gun and where it went. And he let the police know that dude right there, he had that gun. He had it too. He passed it to him.
It sounds
That
just
one
like
had it too. And like he even said in an interview that he wanted to be that old nigga who ride through the hood and everybody put their guns and drugs up because he gonna snitch.
Because he gonna snitch.
Yeah.
He wants to be that guy.
What's his name again? I gotta Google.
He's Charleston White.
Okay, so
He's hilarious.
Honestly,
that ride through the hood and snitching, he's gonna be that dude that's like, hey, we gonna pop him because we know he gonna.
But
Some
the thing
people,
is,
the way
he's
they
telling you
talk
who
is
he is.
hilarious.
but let me
telling
say
you who
this.
he
He is just like Cannon Owens,
Yeah.
but in a black
Yeah.
person, like a real
Hood way. He's real hood.
right. He's just like Candace Owens, but in the
Yes.
hood way.
And beliefs and same beliefs too. He
Yeah.
has similar
Yeah.
beliefs as Candace Owens. He'd be like,
That's right.
he feel like we're tearing
But the thing
ourselves
is,
down, and stuff
People
like that.
people can relate to Charleston White more because he's saying it in a different way.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Candace Owens, she says it PC and people don't like her. But you get Charleston White that said it in a language that you understand, everybody can understand and relate to him and jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah, I'm telling you got to check him out though.
Wasn't the cat though?
I'm right
Bro,
here.
he's
Where he
hilarious.
from? Houston. He's from Texas.
He from Texas. I don't
So he
know
got that
where.
Black people don't
accent.
like
Like,
Kansas
I'm right
City.
here. How you say I can't go nowhere? I was right here. They said I was scared to go there. I showed up. I'm like, I got like thousands of kids. I'm giving out food and stuff. Where they at? They ain't doing nothing. Where they at? Where you at?
And it's so funny because all that money he making, he been doing stuff for his community for years.
Right.
He
You
just
don't see
keep
that.
doing stuff. Yeah,
Right.
just all this money that everybody getting him. And he funny because he say I don't walk around with security guards. He said all these cats, they could touch me if they really wanted to, but he said they don't put it on interviews and stuff that they would. They just made themselves a suspect.
I'm a firm believer in nobody is safe in every neighborhood, bro. You just ain't walked around the right neighborhood.
No, he's not talking like that. He said that he can be touched because he walk around with no security. But he say all these so-called hood rappers, you say they gonna do this or do that to him.
And they walk around with security.
He's saying he out there.
Yeah.
Hey, what about the young guy? What about the young rapper that just got killed?
You out there in the right neighborhood. You might be in the hood, but you in that part of the hood where they trying to keep it together. I say you not in the right neighborhood.
But you want to know the neighborhood that he's in, the neighborhood that he's constantly doing stuff for people, for the kids, for the men, for the women, to better them. So they not finna do nothing to him because he's helping them.
Oh yeah, something happens.
You can't walk around all neighborhoods like that.
And that's okay. And he gonna call the cops if anything happened to him.
Call the cops first before he even get there. The cops gonna be there. You gonna make sure they there.
Right.
You know.
I love it.
Let's go with that stop it real quick.
Yeah. Let's go.
Am I doing this?
What do you
Oh,
want to do with it?
So no, I had an idea, Eric. Something fun topic right quick. And we all always give our top fives about this, that, and the third. So I want to give everybody an opportunity. If you had to put together like the perfect concert with 5 artists, right, of your choosing. No genres off limit. You put whatever, like your starter, and then you got to go like the 1 through 5. Who would be your starter? Who would be your who would close the show with your top, like your top 5 concert, personal you, right? Nobody else, like your concert, like your top 5 artists. Who would you have at your concert? Like, who would be your starter? Who would be your closer?
Who's starting off?
I started
This is your personal opinion, so don't let nobody else sway you.
I don't want nobody to sway me. No.
And you talking about all, like live and dead?
Yeah, anybody.
Okay, so to start off, I gotta put Eminem. I'll have Eminem start me off. Let's get Eminem rocking the stadium. Then number 2, let's bring Tupac. Let's get Tupac coming after M. Number 3, we need, because after Tupac, is Tupac gonna give you a little bit of soul and a little bit of poet and that thug life type stuff. So number 3, give me Alicia Keys, because we gotta feel a little bit. Let's put Alicia Keys in number 3. Number 4, we got to get things bumping one more time. So give me the Yin Yang Twins. I want the Yin Yang Twins to rock the stadium and take the roof off the stadium. The last but not least, the greatest performer of all time, in my opinion, just finish him out with Michael Jackson.
I ain't going to that concert.
You ain't got to. It's mine. I can be there by myself. All I care. It's me. You ain't got to go to mine.
You know what, B? I like that. I like the fact that you threw Michael Jackson in the end. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that. Well, Nick, what's your concert?
My closer definitely gonna be J. Cole. My first performer, I'm gonna try and get Lil Wayne in there.
Love it.
I'm going Michael Jackson right before J. Cole. The other 2, tough. I think I'm gonna throw T.I. and Ludacris in there.
I'm man.
And not them 2 don't matter order, so it'll be Wayne, T.I. or Ludacris, Mike, and then J. Cole.
Okay, I like that. Cree, I'm interested to hear your top 5. You've been quiet a little minute.
This is kind of hard for me.
It is, especially on the spot.
So I'm gonna start off slow. So I'm gonna do it R&B. I'm gonna start off with Tony Braxton first.
There you go, Cree.
And then I'm gonna go into this is hard. So I think I might go into Usher after.
Okay.
Because Usher gives it more of an upbeat. And then I gotta go to my Caribbean music. So it's gonna go with this artist called Oswald. He's a Haitian artist.
Oswald. Ooh, okay.
Then
Jimmy gotta say something. So
then I'm gonna go into to a Haitian band called Impulse, because they give like the slow dance into like the more of a carnival kind of feel.
You know that one too,
and then and then my last artist will be Kes the band. It's a soca artist. So we'll go from like slow and leading up until like the hype.
We turned up.
Yeah.
You gonna have the dollar wine in your concert?
Yep.
I'll go to Creek concert.
Cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, dollar.
Yeah. That sound like we do have an AA meeting next episode.
Sound like a good time.
Nate did great.
All right, I'm gonna start with Wayne, and when I start with Wayne gonna be the first, and he gonna host the whole thing because he's Mr. Music.
Okay.
Second, last I got Michael Jackson. Okay, he gonna shut it down. I think right before Michael Jackson, just because of the story that I heard with Jay-Z. Did y'all see it when he was on the barbershop?
Oh, about DMX? About DMX?
Yes. Yeah.
That's a good
so
one.
if he gonna have you crying and yelling and doing all that right before Michael Jackson come out, I got to put him right there.
I like that.
I gotta have J. Cole after Wayne. J. Cole after Wayne. and then we gonna put Chris Brown in the middle because he can hit you with the R&B, the rest of it as like an interlude to lead
To
into
Michael
the
Jackson.
Hey, Nate,
Oh, that's what's up.
give me one. Give me a ticket. Give me one.
You got
All right,
one. You got one.
I tell you what, because I'm such a nice guy, right? And Nick got up a good point. Nate brought a good point. I will even give y'all a hoster. Who's hosting this concert?
Wayne hosting it. Wayne hosting mine.
B, who's hosting your concert?
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
Oh!
Hey, Jimmy probably got Charleston White.
Block. Cree, who's hosting your concert?
I don't even know. You gotta get back with me on that one.
Cree, you might want to go with Lauryn Hill.
You know what? She was on my top 5, but I took her out because I was like, I've seen her before, and she disappointed me because it was only a 30-minute concert.
Yeah, she might not show up, but you gotta put her.
Yeah, because she didn't show up.
She ain't guaranteed.
All right. Executive Chef Jimbo, give me your top. Give me your hoster. Who's hosting your concert?
Let me come back to the host.
Okay.
Who's my top 5?
Who's your starter? Who's your closer?
I gotta put my boy Mike Real in there, but I'ma also mix him up with Bizzle. And then after that, I'm gonna do Frankly Beverly and Maze and let them rock out. Then after that, I gotta get my girl on there. When we met, always knew
Just say your name.
I would feel the magic from you. Anita, baby. Anita's in there all day.
You love that girl.
That Jimmy concert.
They're
gonna have a huge wheelchair section.
Cranberry juice, wheelchairs, and Bengay in it,
and prune juice. Yeah, shoot. And I'm
old Cadillac.
I'm adding the Binions. They're a gospel group. And then to finish that off, to top that off, I got to get my boy William McDowell.
William McDowell, that's a good one.
So I got to throw him in there to host. Man, I got to get Ty. To hope. Ty Tribbett. He gonna.
Oh yeah, he'll be a great host.
Funky boy.
Yeah.
All right. Uncle Putt, Mr. Who Loves You, Baby.
Be a lot of old people out the punches too.
Hosting mine is Bernie Mac.
Okay. I like it.
Opening act, Boys to Men. Follow them, NWA.
That's a dramatic switch.
Attitudes gonna change quick at the beginning of
So we go from end of the road to the police.
Yeah.
For real.
After them, Eminem. After him, Tupac. Shutting it down, MJ. Hell, I'll make the whole concert Michael Jackson.
But you got 5. Coach A.
He been writing the whole time.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna start off with a little nostalgia. Get Kurt Franklin to do some old school stuff. We have us in there stomping a little bit.
Oh, we gotta pass the collection plate that Coach A.
Exactly.
Hey,
Exactly.
yeah, Coach A, remind me to bring a fistful of ones at your junk, because Jesus.
So then I move into a lot of the hip hop. Bizzle, I bring in Bizzle next, and then Andy Mineo. And then this is a toss up, man. Between Lecrae and KB, man. Lecrae is one. I had to put Cray number 4 and let KB close out the concert because his energy at his concerts is unmatched, is off the chain. So. And it's going to be hosted by yours truly.
Oh, of course you will.
For impactmusic.com.
Exactly.
Impactmusic.com and Rapid Returns every other song.
Every other song.
If you standing up, sit your butt down.
And that's going to be a Jimmy geriatric concert. If you standing up, sit your butt down. If your knees hurting. Okay, so who's hosting my concert? You know what? I'm gonna tell you who's hosting my concert. My brother Future. That's who's gonna host my concert. My boy.
You already lost me.
That's all right.
He has no energy.
Yeah,
sensational.
Sensational. He's hosting a thing. Hey, that's all right. I'll be the only person at my concert. Right? First person, my starter. My starter, because I like ratchet music, I would have to go with the City Girls.
Gucci Man.
City Girls.
I would have to go with the City Girls to be my
City
starter.
Girls.
I like ratchet music.
But they hosting your thing at the hall.
Oh my gosh. At the hall.
My second,
somebody getting shot. I'm telling you that now.
My second act would I'd have to go a little old school. I would go Uncle Luke and the 69 Boys.
Oh yeah.
I'm coming up just for Luke. You know.
Hey, I'm coming up for Luke and the 69 Boys.
I'm coming up for Uncle Luke and the 69 Boys. And so here's my third act, right? And I know it's gonna sound a little crazy, but this man get you turned up. Pitbull will be my third act.
I'm coming up for Pitbull.
I like Pitbull.
Coming up for Pitbull.
I'm coming up for Pitbull. Yeah. Will be my third act. Fourth, you know I gotta bring my boy Weezy out. You know what I'm saying? That's Mr. Music right there. Gotta bring my man Weezy out. And last but not least,
your favorite rapper.
You know what? Nah, I can't put him at my favorite concert.
What?
Because it's so many other performers better. I just like his music. I like his concerts, but I like his music. And last, and I know y'all gonna kill me for this one. My person would be Beyonce.
Oh,
so many. So I would have Beyonce as my closer.
You gonna
have some stairs? You gonna have some stairs on the stage?
Look at Telly's face.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. you got Beyonce there to make money. That's what you got Beyonce there for.
What's your point?
Everybody in the Beehive gonna be out there to that concert.
Everybody.
B, what's your point?
I'm just. That was the point. That's why.
I do. That's why. Hey, that's why she there. I'm trying to generate.
Hey, it's a strategic move to bring in revenue.
You know what? And if I had to replace somebody, I might bring Bad Bunny.
Stop it. Just stop it. That dude is terrible.
You just pitching names now.
No, listen, he's
trying to impress us.
I've heard one of his songs, but I'm like, listen, when I was in Vegas, when they started playing that Bad Bunny at that Spanish club, them people lost their minds.
Yeah, of course.
They do.
Of course.
They part of their people. It's part of their people.
I don't want no ticket.
Me neither.
I want to take to your concert.
That's fine. It's gonna be sold out anyway.
Y'all horrible.
They ain't no backstage passes.
Oh man, we gotta support each other, man. We horrible at that. I don't want no ticket to your concert.
At least see Bad Bunny or Beyonce.
I don't want to see Beyonce.
Hey, with Beyonce, them tickets gonna be $300.
That part.
No parts of that.
First of all, hey, that's for nosebleed. That's for nosebleed seats.
Yeah.
At the hall, I don't want no parts of
that.
Now you know if Beyonce,
you know it's going down when it's time to go to.
Uncle Punch, let's get into these
not
promos,
making it to their car.
Can't hear you, Uncle Punch.
Oh, I'm on mute.
Hey, somebody muted me.
Oh, you had the dogs in the back barking.
Quiet now.
Okay,
but anyway, here we go, man. We all social media platforms except for a couple. So these are the ones we're on. Please like, subscribe, and share. Follow us on our social media platforms. Right on. Also, the box meals are back. My man, Executive Chef Jimbo, has been cooking up something sweet, delicious for you guys. This week, what we got?
Oh man, this week. But before we got that, me, Nick, Nate, my beautiful lady, you know, we and Brandon, we put together a video for y'all real quick, and then we'll talk about the
last. And I did the video. Go ahead, and play the video.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, and play the video.
The video creator, Big B, the CEO.
Put his picture on it.
I know I do.
Hold on, Brandon. What we not gonna do?
You need credit.
You're not gonna tell me what. Hey, check out.
No, Jimmy, that ain't how you say it. I'm a grown man. You ain't finna be telling me what to do.
Hold on, we'll be back, y'all. Hey.
Welcome back to Box Meals.
We are back. I hope you missed us, because guess what? I missed y'all. Listen, Box Prep Meals by your boy, Chef Jimbo. We back with a brand new identity, brand new menu, brand new everything. Guess what? This menu just isn't dinner, but this menu is breakfast.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's breakfast.
November the 10th, November the 11th, Thursday and Friday. Make sure you place your order. Pre-orders are highly recommended, so please place your pre-order. Get this new taste that we got going on. Boxed by Prep Meals. We are back.
So come check us out.
Thursday and Friday, the 10th and the 11th of November. Make sure you don't miss out.
All right.
Shout out to the CEO for that promo video.
For sure.
Voiceovers, amazing.
Yeah.
No shot.
Always coming through.
Check us out.
Yeah, but listen, Box Prep Meals, we back and we doing something a little different. We used to do the dinners. We coming back to the dinners a little later, but we gonna start this off with with some breakfast every Thursday and Friday. There will be a new weekly menu each week, but to start off, November the 10th and the 11th. On both of those days, these will be our specials. The grit bowl, we're gonna have a fried chicken bowl, maple brine chicken over on polenta grits and a maple glaze. Between the buns, we're gonna have a classic croissant, bacon, egg, and cheese. And for our hatch stack, we're gonna have something a little different. Double stack brulee pancakes. So we're gonna have fresh ingredients, fresh homemade pancakes with the vanilla sauce on top, and we're gonna brulee that so you have a little crunch with the pancakes as well. Different textures.
Jimbo,
yes.
Jimbo, you get some eggs and bacon with that.
with the pancakes.
With the brulee
Listen, all y'all got to do is let us know what y'all want. We're gonna have eggs and bacon.
I want regular pancakes. I want
so that's a no.
If you want a regular pancake, we got regular pancakes as well. Just let us know.
Okay.
And our side dishes, we got country potatoes, which is gonna be something different. We're gonna have the potatoes gonna be like 2 or 3 different potatoes. You could get regular potatoes mixed with sweet potatoes, or purple, sweet, and white regular potatoes. We're not just doing just the same old regular degular. And then also we're gonna have a nice fruit bowl if you want to, feel good about yourself. If you get the pancakes, go ahead and get the fruit bowl. And listen,
people like that.
Well, some people, they've been strict on their diet. So, but yeah, listen, make sure y'all come check us out. If you want to pre-order, please DM myself, Nate, Strong Flavors Catering, or text 941-900-4815, 941-900-4815. I kind of got into a little flow there. But listen, go ahead and please share that. Check us out. You don't want to miss this. And we also have a QR code. You got your phone is right there on the screen. Scan that QR code. Every weekly menu will be up on that. So keep that. Scan me. Hatch Yard menu. We here, baby.
Good job, Cree.
Hey, I just scanned it. I don't see where I can put no pre-orders in.
You can't. No,
you can't. Not on there.
Do that. You do that behind the scenes, B.
You gotta DM strong flavors.
Oh,
you
yeah,
gotta DM strong flavors or text. Or text the number, sir.
I thought it was a little bit high tech, so we can just scan it.
Ain't nobody sending you no food anyways.
The respectable people on the show that
Nick, I'm gonna be there, so I want some food.
Jimmy, I'm gonna tell you right now. I ain't finna scare nothing. I'm finna call you and talk shit about wanting breakfast because you owe me some grits and shrimp.
Why is you still on that, Mike?
Hey,
Why is you still on that?
Guess what? Your grits and shrimp is coming on the breakfast menu soon. Don't you worry, sir.
I so appreciate it. Hey, it's wintertime too, so I want my blackberry ginger ale too, brother.
Oh yeah, about that.
What else?
I got a question.
Okay.
I got a question. I mean,
Yes,
I think
sir.
it's also you bringing it back. Why the switch from the dinners to the breakfast? It's a quick interview.
No problem. I had a few things in my life change. Had some job switches, and I got more time. So, and if you know me, I'm not just trying to. I want it all. I know I got a good breakfast menu that I could give out, and I had a lot of people asking me, "Hey, do you ever thought about doing breakfast, this, that, and the third?" So I'm here doing that, and we're gonna come back with the dinners January of next year of 2023. So, but that's why, Coach, I got more time on my hands now with a job switch. So
I'm so happy to see y'all back, man. We're so happy to see y'all.
Yeah.
Nate, is he treating you okay?
What'd you say?
Is he treating you okay, Nate?
Oh yes, I had to talk to HR a couple times, but
Hey, I'm sorry, and real quick, the best thing about this, it's a family business. This one of my biggest dreams. I always want a family business. I got my two brothers here I'm working with, my beautiful woman, that I'm working with as well. So listen, everybody gonna eat.
He's working with me also because he's asking me to do these videos
off camera. No, put it on front sheet. Matter of fact, hey B, if you be so kind, if you can put that into the unhinged lineup so we can play it on Wednesdays nights.
Well, he keep naming everybody else, and I'm like, what? I guess
Hey, and Brandon always come through with the visuals, man.
Brandon, do you need to shine? Do you need the spotlight, Brandon?
Yeah, get up there his flowers. Don't do that.
He finna cancel
Get up there
y'all.
his flowers. Hey, you keep messing around, you gonna pop up on here. All the stuff gonna be gone.
I'm sorry, Brandon.
Coach, tell us about Impact Music.
Impact Music is a radio station that I've been having it going for. It's been about 4 years, so it's a mixture. It's about 90% Christian hip hop. It's about 50%. I guess you can call it contemporary, and then I have a lot of Caribbean music is mixed in as well. So I mean, it's a great station, man. If you take the time and if you get about 30 minutes, 40 minutes of it, man, you'll see that it's definitely all positive music. You can listen to it with anybody. You ain't got to worry about what your kids. If you got kids in the car with you or whoever, you ain't got to worry about that. I got you covered. So you're gonna get that good music and you're gonna get them good beats, and it's gonna set that atmosphere for you too. So it's gonna help you reach your goals, man. In order for you to have an impact in this world, right, you have to have a certain type of environment surrounded around you. And so that's what this is. It's helped to feed that atmosphere, positivity. It's a positive vibe station. www.4mpact.com. It's more than
What's your style? My style? You can call it fighting.
And now, we're about to end with Creed's Corner. To the music.
Who did that, Jimmy? I bet that was Jimmy threw that up there.
Hey, I thought that was your Impact commercial.
That's for the podcast.
Oh, my fault.
Oh my god!
I got you.
Well, guys, you know what? That's it for today's show.
Wait, Cree ain't got no words of inspiration for us today?
Yes, you do.
Hey, we had a ton of words of inspiration today.
Mm-hmm.
I
Cree don't
do.
want to say that today.
I kind of do. I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad.
It's gonna be real quick.
All right.
I think my main topic is to make room, and what I mean about that is, I think we do live in such a performance-based society. I mean, from the moment we get into school, everything's about testing, grades. You got sports, everything is performance, but we don't make room for mistakes. We don't make room for failures. We don't make room for um, different perspectives or even expectations, because I think we're just so focused on my performance. Like, it has to be good. And once we make a mistake or we have failed, we fall into this sense of identity crisis or anxiety or depression or things that leads to things that negative thoughts. So I think we have to kind of set our reality or our minds into reality and not move but based off performance, but make sure that we know, okay, if I'm performing a certain way, it does not mean I'm going to perform at 100%. There's going to be times where it may be 50%, but that's okay. And so I just wanted everybody to know, like, don't just make room for things, expect things to happen. Don't make it seem like I have to perform everywhere I go, because you also create a false identity. And with a false identity, you don't ever become who you are. You're actually hiding whatever, like, you're hiding, So that's what I have for today. It's kind of bullshit, but yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hey, and that is.
I think that's the first time I heard pre-cuss before.
Exactly.
So you
Because it was formulating my thoughts and I couldn't get it together. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna say it.
Unhinged just taking over.
Hey, we can cuss at the barbecue, ain't it?
Yeah, we can.
But she don't curse though.
So she do.
Oh, she does?
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
put her out.
I don't use the heavy words. I just use one word.
Tell Telly that behind the scenes.
My bad.
Well, you know what? That is our show for Saturday. Thank you guys for coming and hanging with us. All the people in the comments, we appreciate you. Continue your support. We love each and every last one of you. And it's me, Mr. Who Loves Your Baby. We got Coach A. We got the First Lady Cree. We got the CEO B. We got my new nickname for them, the Wonder Twins, Nick and Nate.
Activate.
There you go. The executive chef, Jim O, and my co-pilot and road dog, Mr. Mike Jody Skywalker. Thank you guys for spending your Saturday morning with us. And we out.
No podcast next week, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna take a break. We love y'all.
Taking a break.
We're going to Hawaii. We're gonna be in Hawaii.
Tell 'em I ain't mad if they know. You know I ain't mad if you love it. Can't nobody overtake this moment from me. So nigga, while I got it, the fuck it, it's all good.